230, day 231, let me remember well, day 238 of backtesting every single day until I'm profitable. So without delay, I think let's get started. This is Christmas edition, so let's get going. And give me a second while we switch to okay, I'll be back in a sec. Just to hide my messy hair from all of you guys, and I think we are ready to go, ready to roll. There is something else that I need. Okay, so now we can get going. We'll be doing the inversion model 2021. And, yep, after finishing, I think we are close to finishing it. And once we finish it, well, everything will be in line, I believe. So let's get going. Will be this inversion model 2021, and let's go. Okay, let's play it. So we've already made around 51k during this backtesting session. So I think it's the best backtesting session we've ever done, considering like for the ones we've done on TradeZilla, not the ones from TradeZilla and FX Replay, but overall in TradeZilla this is the best so far. I'd like to start a new day and see if we can do some analysis and see if we still have the skill or if Christmas wiped it away. So an ES price is already at all-time highs. Okay, so ES at all-time highs, while NQ is not anywhere close. Okay, so I'd like to see it reject this gap, obviously, as you can see, and probably push higher. We have our close high here, buy side liquidity at this high here, and we also have these highs here. So it's just two low-hanging fruits that are around 6 points away. We also have all-time highs that price could possibly expand to as well. So we'll see if we can find any buy entries here. Now checking the 4 hour, we had a good retracement into the 4 hour low, and then the 1 hour, pretty much the same thing. We have London lows at this low, so they might get run, but I think it will be good if price just started going higher. So we'll see what we can get out of this, but there is an SMT already with ES, so I might think that the open will just shoot higher right away. Okay, we'll get a run on the London low even before the 9:30 open. Okay, did you get any inversion? Not just yet. Okay, there's a small SMT here. I'd like to see the 2-minute get inversed for me to take any buys here. Which the 2-minute doesn't want to inverse at all. So I won't be taking any longs. Get another run on the lows here. Then a very good rejection. I might target the low hanging fruit, which is this 15-minute high, and take some small 1-to-1, or target like a 5-minute high if there is one. This 5-minute high here, and enter at this 1-minute inversion. You have any other inversion? None. So you can take it just a 1-to-1, full 1-to-1, nothing different. This will be 500 over 70, giving us 7 micros for the entry. I think the mic wasn't working really great. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, we will be taking 7 micros here, stop at the low and take profit at this high here. By the way, this high also happens to be in the 930 high, so I think it's a very great round liquidity. We'll just see. Damn, I'll get stopped out right away. Well, part of the process. Let's just wait now. And after getting run on the lows here, you can see price starts to shoot higher. I wouldn't be taking this entry because I am not really that confident about it continuing that higher. Why aren't the orders updating? It's going really slow. Okay. So obviously price is bearish, but there is no potential entry provided, and the 4-hour closed quite aggressive to the lows. So obviously, if there's anything one could do now is short this thing. The only problem is that there is no POI to short it from, so I wouldn't be shorting it by anything. Like, I wouldn't short it because, well, there's a sweep, there's an inversion, but there's no POI, so I'd be quite skeptical about doing that. Okay, you get a run on these lows. Okay, I think we're about to have like a 15-minute gap retracement. We got one right here, run on the highs, and yet a 2-minute inversion, which will also give us some sort of like 1-to-1. I think it's a 1-minute and 2-minute inversion, so we'd enter something like this. Well, it's negative RR, to be honest. So we're risking 500 over 48, which is close to 10 actually. Something like this, yeah. We'll be taking 10 micros here, just trading to this low here. So stop will be at this high and take profit at this low. Oh, come on, just drop. Yeah, we are cooked. Oh, are you being serious? Fell short of take profit by a few pips. Okay, there it goes. Took way too long. I promise you, if I was live, I would have closed it somewhere like here, or at a break even. Well, the thing is, well, I should have taken it this low by the point, because missing take profit, I would rather have the pain of it edging it by a few pips rather than it dropping and edging it because I trailed the take profit. So I think this was not bad, a very good entry. We had a sweep, we had POI, we had an inversion, retracement into the inversion, so we could have even made this entry better and entered here, but you know the rules, we enter on the inversion because that's where the model plays out. So I wouldn't just change them because I just saw one trade that took some that took long, I'd say. Okay, let's push on to let's go to the next day. Okay, apparently we are dropping very heavily. You can see this day was a bearish day, this day was also a bearish day. It could reverse because we were still in the daily gap, but I'd like to see more confluences to see if I'd lean bearish on the day or not. We have a couple bearish inversions and well, some sell side liquidity like these lows and discount gaps. So this will be the discount gaps, and bearish gaps obviously will be this relatively equal highs, but price has printed 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 bearish candles. Actually it's 6, this one's not bearish, this one is indecisive. So bearish 4 candles showing heavy bearishness in the market. So I'd like to continue with the flow. Like here you can see good retracement to the gap, good retracement into the gap here as well, showing heavy selling momentum. So we'll see if we can get some selling opportunities here. Let's check the 5. Okay, everything looks set. We'll see if we can retrace higher, then we can find some short entries. Oh come on, this will be too quick. Okay, thank god it went higher. Well, one thing here is that we had the sweep shift retest, but I wasn't confident in taking that because I'd rather short it than take another entry later. Well, 15-minute candle just closed, inversing here, and this shows us the price could be about to target some buy side, probably some London highs, and this one. So it's not something like daily bias, no, it's just reacting to what the market is showing you in real time. You check the 30-minute, well, it's a good retracement into the gap, well, close to an SMT, I'd say, because this high is here. Oh, actually there's an SMT, so I think we can take a shot from this. There's an SMT like this, and when you check the 1 minute, we have a good inversion that formed on the next 15-minute candle right here. I'd like to see how big is this for me to see if you can take any trade from this. This is around 6 micros, I mean 6 6 handles, so we can apparently sell it from this 30-minute rejection and target like the 9:30 opening low, which is all the way to this low, or we can even target this one here. There's no SMT, so this is not like A++, this is just like what would I call it, like maybe an A or B plus setup, something like that. 3R is kind of too big, so I'd like to see if you have like a discount 5-minute, because there's more chances it could hit the discount 5-minute like here, or maybe this low, but let's just take it and see. This will be 500 over 70 again for 7 micros short. So stop at the high, take profit at the low. Now we just sit and wait. It might reverse here. If this 5-minute inverses, it will be really okay. Looks like it's going to hold. Let's see how this next candle closes. Okay, very good close, impressing here. Give me confidence that we might continue lower, so I'd like to wait and see. You can see that we get a relatively good drop to this low here. This is the low that I wanted to target, and in fact I would take profit at this low here. Yeah, we close it right here because there's already an SMT at this low, and yeah, it's looking good, so I'd rather close it there. Let's see if it ends up going all the way to this low. It also ends up going to all the way to this low, so you can as well hold it for a 4-3R. So lesson here is hold to crucial draws on liquidity, not where you suspect the price could reverse. If you have a reason of price reversing there, which is it? So this trade takes around 30 minutes. Okay, and this was a 30-minute gap, so I shouldn't have considered only the 15-minute, which is very, very great. And after getting a run on these lows, you can see there's an SMT. So let's see, does it reverse? Get yet another inversion right here. It's not any gap, that's why I wouldn't trade this. This makes it a low probability entry. But one thing I can note is that we had the 930 low run, which is a very crucial point of liquidity, so we might have a retracement like to the closest drawn liquidity. Let's see. So you can see price runs this high here. Well, let's see, can it reach like this premium high? Because if I were to take an entry here, I would take it something like this. And obviously this looks like I would get stopped out at break even. So bias matters as well. Actually, obviously, it shouldn't matter, why not? And we end up hitting this target right here, which was a couple of daily lows after an hour. So very good analysis here, and forming of the trade. On the next day, which will be 15th of December 2021, we're a couple of days. It's a couple of days before this session can end, and as of now, we have 15 days prior to it. Now we have a huge daily gap here, so maybe it could hold, because you can see how price managed to close inside, so this could be peak price to help us take some longs. Now we have a push higher retracement. I believe this is like a retracement on the 1 hour, then we continue higher. We also have a small gap here that the 4 hour has failed to break, but as of now we can lean bullish, because you can see Asia lows have been run. We got some London lows, but I think the relatively equal highs are more better, these ones here. And so we already have the run, so everything else I'd see would be internal price action. Checking the 15-minute. Okay, 930 open, very good drop towards this low here. The bullish inversion will get I will long. Well, price failed to hit these lows here, but I can note that it took out relatively equal lows, so that was enough for me to determine that I will be taking longs. It's also a 2-minute inversion, so I will be more confident in taking it. And we can have a stop of around, how big is this? Around 35 points actually, and target this high, so it will be close to 1-to-1, but not a bad entry. So stop will be at this low, take profit at this high. So 1.35 bar, and that will be 7 micros again. Take profit at this high. Now let's just wait and see. Then it gets stopped out. Which is totally fine. I think longs could still play out, even though the 15-minute is looking somewhat bearish. But we have an S&P at the high, so should have considered that. But I'm okay with the entry I took. It's not bad. And you can see this low here gets run very aggressively, very aggressively. So, well, that was wrong. So you're gonna be taking shorts? I don't know. Okay, here is a good inversion. The reason I didn't take it here was because I was skeptical. Is it long or is it short? Because now when we check, you can see I have a very good rejection and it's pushing higher. And aside from that, this drop lower again. We had like some more liquidity runs. So, I mean, not quite bad. The reason I didn't show it at first was also this 5-minute gap. You can see how it was rejecting here. So there's a couple of confluences that put me against the trade, but as of now I think I can take it. Yeah, you can take one here, probably along towards the 930 high here, and stops at this low. This will be 500 over 64 for around 8 micros. And stop will be at this low, take profit at this high. Okay, so take profit will be at this high. So now let's just wait and see. Stop out there. I can see a stop out. Yep, got stopped out right away. So it was like a choppy 5-minute hold. Don't tell me if price ends up going to this high, it would be very insane. Later in the day, price does exactly that. Let's see. Okay, it failed at that. So yesterday was quite a good bearish day. I think there was a FOMC though, because that's why price flew all this. What was there yesterday? We on December 16th and 15th. Where's December 15th? Because there's nothing from December the 15th. Okay. Now we have a good run on these highs here. From this high, run all the way to this high here, which is a small but still relevant liquidity run on the highs, but it fell short of this high. So I still think that this take will turn out to be bullish and run all of these highs here, but I'd like to see more PA to confirm that. As of now, 4 hours in a huge gap, but we also have another discount gap here that could be traded into, while for the 1 hour we have a couple inversions. So maybe you can short it towards this low for a liquidity run and a drop into okay somewhat discount gap, even though the discount gap will be somewhere around here, then later on take some longs towards the relatively equal highs at this high here. It's around 4 minutes. Why was I muted for all this time? Don't tell me I was muted. Anyways, I think this gap here could be holding, targeting all these lows. By the way, Sky Adams, thank you, man. Thank you. So now let's see if we can take shots here and target, well, probably like this low here. Short position, entry here, stop at this high here, and take profit at this low. This will be a 1-to-1, and ES has already achieved that low, which is quite concerning. We can take 45 points there, and that will be 500 over 90, which is 5. So we'll sell it like that. You can also target all the way lower here, but let's see if you can get it in the first few minutes of the market open. Oh, come on, bro, that was a few ticks away from take profit. Okay, so good run on the lows, and after price hit the lows, we get an absolute reversal. Alright, so very good move. Let's get back on the higher time frame and see how it's looking like. How's the 4-hour? 4-hour is looking bullish and looks like it's about to close with a strong bullish note. Okay, now we have retraced into a 30-minute gap right here. So is it gonna reject now? Let's see. Okay, very good drop. Five-minute gap here holding. It wouldn't be good to hold some buys, I mean sells, but either way it ends up dropping to all this here. Okay, let's listen to the next day. Cool of made of okay. Well, this was the draw on liquidity on the daily time frame, and it has already been hit. When we check the 4-hour, ES hasn't run it yet, so there's an SMT. I still think maybe we can go lower. I haven't seen any bearish signs, but I mean anything could literally happen, so I'd like to wait. So since price is currently in this range, I'll be considering this more, like this and this. So probably run the high, then start delivering lower. Let's see where the Asia high is quite far. Maybe that could be the draw on liquidity. Maybe price runs low then delivers higher. Let's just wait for some more PA to show up, and then we can take some good trades off of it. Okay, this is some crazy chop. We get a run on this high, then price absolutely reverses lower, and then we get a run on this high here, which is I believe 1 hour and 4-hour gap at the same time. So now we'll see if we can take a trade anywhere here, like on the 1 minute short, but then it's dropping too much to the extent where I don't like to take any trade here. It's really literally chop shop. But we can take a small dub. No, it wouldn't be a W here because it's really slow. I don't know if this will be a very great trade. because price action is so choppy on the day. Stop will be at these highs and take profit at this low for 1 hour. And well, I believe ES is also heading for this low, and that will be how much? 500 over 100, which is obviously 5 micros. So my stop will be at this high here, and take profit will be at this low. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, we're done. Something I expected because of the way choppy, because of the way price is so choppy. I expected this, to be honest. Okay, you get another inversion. We still have a couple. I mean, it's a couple of inversions with the 4 hour close. 4 hour close somewhat bullish, and we have way too many SMTs. I would still like to short it, something like this, using the 2-minute inversion. Stop at this high here and targeting this low here. For, you know, sorry, how much will it be? This retracement into the inversion, and this will be 500 over 40, so it will be over 80. So we'll be using 6 micros. Yeah, so stop at this high here, take profit at this low. So it might run these lows here and then just stop there. Okay, it's absolutely chop shop. Let's close the position. So you can see it ends up dropping all the way to the target, even though it takes like years to reach there. For how long does it go? Let's see. For quite an hour and a half, like the whole session. But it was a good trade, to be honest. Like everything was looking good except for the chop and the market conditions, so you might as well actually hold it. But would I take this kind of trade in the live markets? Well, I might, because if an opportunity like this shows up, I might, but then the way I would manage it will be different from the way I manage it here, because I'll be trading real quick. So take profit gets it at 11:30, I believe. Okay, it's at 11:32, 11:33 when we entered at this candle here at 10:07. So this will be a slow but good trade because all the confluences were matching up: high time frame retracement, SMT sweep, and the inversion, and the full storyline narrative. I mean the full narrative on point. So not a bad trade, I'd say. Let's check out the next day now. And as expected, the next day turns out to be bullish, and the reasons are, well, we have an SMT at this low. You can see ES failed to take out this low here, And checking the weekly, it's a very good gap, I'd say. Here, what's up, Rip Dollar? How you doing? Well, there's also a weekly gap here, so maybe I'd expect a push to the upside on the day. If there is no like new week opening gap, we have a good 4-hour inversion here, so I think the bullish confluences are building up slowly by slowly. Now, if we check the hourly and check the Asia highs and lows, you can see that today's Asia highs are already run during London session. We have some London session highs here and previous week highs, some weeks from the previous week right here. So I'd like to see where it probably could go. We have also an SMT on the high, so I would be quite careful trading this PA here. To get yet a drop to these lows here, and a very good continuation lower at 9:30. Price absolutely rips higher. Let's see where it's heading to. Well, very good push to the upside and not a 2-minute inversion. So this is triple PA. No one would like to get involved in this, but one thing I can notice is that the SMT here is holding and we have a couple for 15-minute inversions, so this one would also be no difference and then head to the Asia lows. If I remember well, the Asia lows are somewhere here at this low here, at this one here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's where they are. So maybe I think that could be the draw on the day. Let's see if we can get any more confluences to short this thing, or maybe long it the moment Asia lows have already been taken out. Okay, so here's the run on Asia lows. ES hasn't taken them out yet. I'd like to long on the 2-minute inversion if there happens to be one, because as of now I wouldn't be confident in trying to short it. I mean to long it here. Alright, here goes a very good bullish move, so I think now will be a good time for me to long it. It's 10:15, so it passed the macro, but I think it could be a good move, but it will be a short retracement scalp instead of targeting high returns like maybe this what's it called, the 9:30 opening high or something like that. So we'll just see whichever is optimal to use. Well, thank you, Driplola. Wish you all the best too. I trade ICT, if you know him, the inner circle trader concepts. Now I'd like to enter here. We have a small SMT and see maybe we can get to these highs here. It would be good to reach those highs, but even if they don't get tapped into, I still think maybe this 4-hour thing could hold. Still have confidence in maybe price expanding higher today, but we'll see what we can get. Maybe if we can reach into a premium gap or all the way to this 5-minute high. It will vary, I believe. So it'll be like a 2.8 hour, or if you just target this low, this recent high here, recent swing high for how many points? 85 points. That will be 38 times 2, and that will be 500 over 76, which is 6.5, close to 7. Close to 7 micros, and we go. Oh god, so tired. Okay, stop at the low, take profit at the high. I'm honestly very skeptical of this thing, that I'm gonna get stopped out. So if the 15-minute presents another opportunity, I'll take that instead, because this one is a very risky entry. So if this candle here inverses, I'll be flipping for shorts. Yep, right there. So you get inversion right away. So I wouldn't be holding these longs for any longer. So here obviously flipping for shorts, and going here you can see it will be a good rejection, 2-minute inversion, 1-minute inversion. So we'd be shorting it low, but that's what price is telling us. So we'd like to go more with the narrative at the inversion here, and breaking the 15-minute. Well, we've got these lows here. I'd like to see a crucial target, like where, let's see, we're still in the gap. We have a 1 hour low here, which is previous day's close. Let's see, I think a daily look would be great. Well, all the way here it will be too far, because I just want to scalp this and go. Let's see. So there is no clear target, honestly. So that's just one thing checked off, the one thing removed from the list. So if prices is to continue lower, then we'd short it and have a clear target. But as of now, we have way too much SMTs, like no clear drawn liquidity. So this entry will be way too risky for taking on funded accounts, maybe on evals, just to stack the funding and stuff. But aside from that, I don't think it will be the best thing to do. So let's short it for 35 points and get the last, and this will be the last trade for this day. It will be 21st December. We are actually a few days away from finishing this session, so this is it's really great, I'd say. Potential. Okay, we are break even, because bro, it looks like it will reverse, to be honest. There's still a huge SMT, but let's just sit and wait, whichever happens. Just letting the probabilities play out. If it forms a break of structure lower, then that would be confidence that maybe it's going to drop. If it doesn't, like here, we're going to get stopped out, obviously, for break even, which is totally fine. So either way, we just have to let the plan play out. No need to try to force anything. So not a bad trade, honestly, not a bad trade. I wonder why there is still all of this. Okay, so we're heading for the 30-minute high. Let's just wait and see. There goes the 30-minute high, and the hourly high as well. Crazy bullish move, generational bull run. Okay, then the drop starts after having this crazy SMT. Well, 5 minutes looking okay. We're in a gap in the 5 minute, so we didn't short it right there. But checking the 1 hour, one thing I'd be confident with is that in the PM session this thing will drop continuously to this low here. Okay, let's check out the next day. So the bullishness is holding. Very good run on liquidity and SMT and weekly gap. Keep recognizing that. And we are on Tuesday, so Wednesday we were still in the middle of the week, so I believe PO3 could be helping here, for today being an expansion day, which I'm still quite skeptical of, because we're having large range days, so consolidation days will also be ahead. We have a small poke into the 4 hour and a small high here that's around 45 points away, and a premium 4 hour gap. It's quite far, so I think we might need some standard deviations here to see if we can have some low hanging fruits for longs. Okay, so we have the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So let's see what we can get out of price on this day. Checking the 15-minute, it's looking good. Running the lows, retracement lower. I believe it's like maybe a 30-minute gap. You can see the 30-minute gap here was holding, and these highs are obviously looking quite good. Okay, right at the open, price drops lower. It's a small 15-minute gap here. We don't have any inversion yet, so I'd rather sit out because I'm not willing to go to use the 30-second here, but I think maybe there was some gap on the 30-second. Let's just wait and see. Actually, there was no gap on 30 seconds, so it's okay not trying to long it here. Maybe we'll short it. So it's pushing through all of the standard deviation targets and buy side targets. So what are we gonna get out of price today? It doesn't want to offer anything at all. Now, how's ES? We can take longs here if the 30-second has any gap. Okay, since there isn't anything, then we'd let it go. But this would have been a good move. Let me show you why. We have a run on this low here and buy side here, and 5 minute is we had a small poke into this gap here, so small retracement into this gap, and then you take a small long towards this high here, which will be 1-to-1 just to secure the winning day. So maybe on the next retracement or the next hourly P03. Let's see how the next hour opens. That will be helpful. 15 minutes living behind a gap. And we have a run on this low here. Okay, this is the drop that I was waiting for. Run on this low and this one. There's an SMT, by the way. So let's see how this 15-minute candle closes, because it's trying to close lower, but if it closes higher, I'd like to take some good longs. There's a few minutes till it closes. Okay, now there's the close. 1 minute. Well, we have a 2-minute inversion and 1 minute inversion, obviously. So entering right here, 15-minute is a few candles from closing. We can target this high here. Very obvious target. So I would like to target the low hanging fruit, because that's what I can get consistently, instead of trying to aim too far. I'll take something like this for around 28 points. Will be okay. Plus 500 over 56, which is 9 micros. Okay, so stop at the low here, take profit at this high. So let's see if we can get this move. Let's be trailing, because I see 80% of the move. Gets a very scary retracement lower, and take profit gets hit after years of wanting it to fly higher. And it also takes out this standard deviation, which I don't know which standard deviation it was, but it was a very good move. Okay, so this was a good entry. I was still analyzing and seeing how the confluences were aligning up each one by one. And let's see, the longs continue actually to the next standard deviation, do they? Yep, the next standard deviation here, the last one. This is the fourth standard deviation, and price shot over 200 points already. So very good move, I'd say. Now let's go to the new day. Okay. We are still on the bullish move here. Yesterday was a very great bullish day, and it was around how many points? Ah, come on, it's glitching again. Give me a sec while I refresh. Okay, so yesterday, come on, I'm trying to go fast here. Okay, yesterday moved around 190 points. Still glitching, I don't know why. Have I backtested too much that I have crashed the TradeZilla servers? Seriously, charts aren't moving at all. And we were on December 23rd, 2021, so we might backtest these remaining days and close 2021 backtesting here. Okay, let's try this. Okay, then go back. Okay, now it works. So it's December 23rd, literally a few days, like the day before Christmas. Now, price is looking bullish, obviously, after the sweep, and we are still have relatively equal highs here. So that might be the drop for the today or tomorrow or the whole week in general. Actually, just today or tomorrow and the next week, because it's already Thursday. We have a very good gap here traced into on the 4 hour, 1 hour retracement into this gap here. So this shows that the next lowest hanging fruit is here, and since we don't have any clear buy side targets, and the reason I say we don't have any clear targets is because we're in a very huge gap. I'd like to use some standard deviations again. Oh, come on, it's going really slow. I don't know why it's glitching. We'd like to use some standard deviations again, so something like this. Even though it looks like price will be so slow, okay, 15-minute run lower. Okay, very good 9:30 open. Maybe if it runs this long it, but it doesn't, so we'll just let it move here. So you trade longs here for just a small hit, but I wouldn't take it, because honestly this is Christmas PA. I do say that Christmas PA might be good or bad, but recently these days I've been offering some good holiday PA that I think holiday PA isn't that bad, but here it didn't look really great because we didn't have any clear sell side targets to run before price could go higher. Created an inversion which could have been a good entry, but just 1-to-1 maybe to pass, some evals and stack some fundings, as I was saying. So just wait and see, and if you can get any better entries instead. So you can see that there was literally no gap, nothing to long this thing off of. So I wonder how longs will be playing out, because obviously the draw is bullish, but it's going really slow on the day. Okay, retracement, it's small poke into the 15-minute. Another gap version here one could enter from. Do we have any more standard deviations? Don't see any. Let's go again. Let's run it again and see. All the standard deviations have been hit, except if you target the 15th standard deviation, which will be how many points? 22 points away for something like this. So let's just take read this, because this is not some price action you would wish to trade. So it will be just a 1-to-1 here, nothing much, but I wouldn't take this trade, not at all. Alright, day here is done. You can see it would have been a winner trade, but not a trade I would regularly take consistently, because the price action was really bad. Now it's the 23rd. Wait, next day should be 24th. Let's go to the 1 minute and see. Oh yeah, Christmas. Yep, literal close. Let's head on to the next day, which will be 26th, I believe. 27th. Okay. And as expected, the PA there is also slow. So these are the relatively equal highs we had in the daily time frame, right there. I think price is heading for them, even though it's Christmas price action, but it could be a good draw to target. We have a run on Asia lows like this, and well, maybe some longs could start playing out. Let's just wait and see. Okay, well, just log off the charts because this isn't looking good. We'll have a couple inversions, but how big is this move? 40-point move with, okay, it's not that crazy, but it's insane the way it's moving. Okay, 5-minute gap retracement. Okay, we have a small SMT here. We can still catch up on some longs at this inversion here. Well, there was a possibility of longing it here, but not at the 930 high, because this is also a drawn liquidity. But if there was an SMT, maybe some longs could be put in, probably targeting this high. Let's see, maybe for something like this, targeting the high here. Sorry, something like this, targeting the high there and stop at this low for just a simple 2R, or maybe doing something crazy like this, which involves buying in premium, and I don't advocate for that. So 12 points will be okay for this, 12 micros will be okay for this one. Stop at the low and see if the take profit we're thinking could just get hit. So we should have taken this entry here, wasn't that bad. And there goes take profit for how many points? Around 22 points. So this could have also been a good entry. This is when I realized it, but we can even make it better. So 1 minute inversion here. So since there was no retracement, it wasn't that A plus. Okay, so it's 27th of December. If we can go to the next day and finish this session, would be great. We're still having a generational bull run here. 1 hour retracement, And since the bias is still bullish, kept that as our low hanging fruit, run on the lows. So now let's see if actually we have Asia lows here, so they look like some quite good lows one could target, but let's just trade it the way it is. Okay, there's a crazy open right to the Asia lows, and after poking the Asia lows we get a very good 2-minute inversion. I'd like to see if ES also did the same thing. It failed to do so, so we might get some good entries at the 2-minute gap right here with how big is this, like a 40-point stop or 37-point stop, then targeting these highs here and the 930 opening high. 580 for around 6 micros, targeting 2.23, take profit. So if this 15-minute close is good, then we can trail our stops. If it doesn't, then get ready for a stop out. Okay, this is some crazy drawdown. Might be about to get stopped out, and the 15-minute didn't close as good as we expected. Actually, that's not bad, but let's just wait and see. One thing I can notice is that the 930 opening has already been run on ES, so stop out should be expected. And considering the price also failed to close outside this gap, so that's how the probabilities decided to play out on this day. I think this is the last trading day of the week. And since it's ranging, I'd obviously use the one strategy for life by ICT. Since we're in this range, an entry model, we have Asia lows run, so we might expect a delivery higher, or I would expect a delivery higher. We have a good 15-minute gap inversion and another gap here as well, so we'll just wait and see how the open reacts. Okay, gap gets tapped into directly right away, this gap here, then price starts to reverse, so we're gonna short this thing maybe, I believe, but we get a run on the 930 low here. Okay, yeah, and another run here. It's so choppy. Okay, now that we have a closed full confirmed inversion, actually the inversion was formed in the 2-minute right here. This is where I would be shorting it and targeting these lows and these ones. So this is the lowest hanging fruit, and the entry will be like this, stop this high, take profit at these lows here, 1.8 R, and that will be 500 over 54, I believe, so 9 micros short. Yeah, we are stopped out here. Wait. Okay, so it fell short of the stop, then reversed. Well, it's insane. This is like the third time it has happened to me in these backtesting sessions, consecutive backtesting sessions, because this happened yesterday as well. What in the world is this? This will be sheer luck, to be honest, because you can tell me how it SL by a few ticks here, then it dropped, literally melting all the way to this low here. Very insane. And well, this leads to the close. Actually, let's see if we have finished the whole backtesting session. There's still one day remaining, the 30th of December, because I don't think 31 day is a trading day. 31st is a trading day. Okay, 4 hour run on the lows. Buy side right here. ES has already hit those targets. So there's a couple of SMTs. We are always skeptical of price, and well, since it looks bullish, might as well find some good longs. But it's so slow. I mean, no clear direction yet, but honestly it's looking somewhat both bearish because of, you know, lower high, lower high, and a good, what's this thing called, Asia low. Two-minute inversion right there. Entry here, targeting these highs, and then stop at these lows, 1.5 hour. The reason was because you have a sweep and SMT, and I think it's a 1 hour gap, if I remember well. Yeah, it's a 1 hour gap. So let's see if you can take this last trade for the year, and this will be around 10 micros. So stop at the lows and take profit at the highs. And just sit and wait. And there goes the stop out. So I believe we'd be done for the whole session, this backtesting session. But let's just see if we can get any other entry. Wait. Okay, wait. Another inversion after running this low here. So we might get maybe another trade here. I wouldn't consider that over trading. Just 2 trades will be okay. Okay, inversion. Entry here. Stop at this low. Take profit at this red peak. This is 930 opening high. Nope. Well, might target all the way to these highs. That's what I would like to see happen. Even though it's quite far, but it's achievable, I believe. We still have only one problem. Yes, has already run those highs. But if you get stopped out, then that's it. It's okay. Stop at the lows here. Take profit at these highs. Okay, that's a very good run higher. And oh, come on, we're so close. Yeah. Okay, take profit for 2.35 R, locking in 1.3k in profits, and I think the session will close with 55k. Let's push to the next day and see if the session is closed. Wait, I haven't closed it yet. 31st December. Is it a trading day? Let's just check it out. So we managed to long in this bearish price action, which is quite insane, and we're still in this daily gap. Checking the 4 hour, yesterday was a very crazy drop, and there is this huge gap here, so we pop into the gap, then drop lower. 1 hour, there is Asia high here, so maybe the Asia high gets run, then we can find some good shorts. That's what I will be looking forward to this trading session, and the Asia high gets run right away. This is a 2 minute inversion. Okay, here we go. 2 minute inversion right here. I would have loved to shorten the 1 minute, but there was also a gap here, so we'd be quite skeptical as well. And since it's going lower, then we'll be targeting sell side targets like this low here and this one here. Actually, this will be a negative R trade. That would be, or maybe a 1-to-1, because it doesn't look like a trade that would offer high probability, considering it has also run these lows here, 930 opening lows. So shorting is quite risky here, but that's what we're here for, so I don't really care. And that's 6 micros on the line. Stop at the high, take profit at the low, and we just sit and wait. Yeah, if ES doesn't run this low, then we are cooked. Yeah, we are cooked. ES has failed to run this low. Okay, now that it's run, paying to take profit to close the session, around $500 as well. Very, very good move. Well, that was some crappy PA that we traded, but either way, win's a win. And the session is done, boys. 56k profit, 52% win rate, 1.7 with no straight, and with a maximum drawdown of 13.85%. So very great one. It ran from January 1st 2021 to December 31st 2021, and well, that was a quite long run, but yeah, very great session here. I wonder what I will be backtesting for the remaining days till 365, but whichever pops up, we can just try it out to learn how the model performs better during certain conditions. So that will be all for today's session. Shout out to Sky Adams for showing up today, and Drip Dollar